Good morning, everyone. Super fun, infinite blessings. This is Hope Mama Eagle, founder of Earth Wisdom Reiki, aka Ancestral Reiki, coming off of a phenomenal level 3 Master Reiki attunement yesterday with my Choctaw student. Shout out to Mama Bear. Absolutely amazing. Hi, we got to Patricia's Beach, and there was a flock of altogether probably 40 pelicans, and it was just beautiful. And there was 40, but then there were these two that were kind of trailing behind, looked like divine masculine, divine feminine, like wait for us. And I've been to that beach, I don't know how many times, and I've seen 4 pelicans, I've seen 10 pelicans, I've never seen 40, let alone 42. And they were all flying in a V. So it's funny because my guides were cracking a joke. They said, you need to title this reading all about the V because, excuse me, there's a lot of things that V can stand for. Y'all can tell I drank my coffee this morning with coffee creamer because I'm a little rebel. But anyway, we are coming up, TGIF. Thank Ganesha, it's Friday. Coming up on an amazing weekend, not just energetically, but astrologically speaking. This card here, a lot of twos have been coming up. Two to me, it can be the Two of Wands, which is a journey. It can be the Two of Swords, which is protection and discernment. It can be the Two of Pentacles, which is sometimes can be juggling things, but it's usually infinite abundance. And then we have the Two of Cups, which is celebration. And it's funny because I just heard that song, Celebrate Good Times, come on. And I had a really interesting dream last night. Whenever you do a master attunement for someone, it levels you up at the same time. And so, sitting here waiting to hear back from a VIP about doing comedy officially. So, I'm really excited about that. But I dreamt that there was this. I hear the term master race, like a forgotten celestial lineage out of Mexico. And I was talking with one of the priestesses, and it was absolutely beautiful conversation. And it's cool because these cards that I'm using here, I can never remember the name of these cards. So no offense to the person that made them. But my Mayan sister, Esme, gifted them to me. And so I, can understand the correlation. And it's all about the heart. It's funny because when I said that, I heard it's all about the bass, because I'm all about that bass, no trouble. And I woke this morning and I was hearing this song um, from a movie back in the day, and it really warmed my heart. So I want to share it with you guys. You probably never heard it before, but it goes like this. I would walk through fire just to be close to you. I'd come right down to the wire. I'd do whatever I had to do. No river or ocean could drown my desire. I'd do anything. I'd walk through fire. No mountain is too high to climb, knowing that your love will be mine. And it keeps going like that. I think maybe Richie Sambora, I can't remember, but it's a beautiful song. Heart portal. Lots of people are having heart activations right now. If you start feeling your heart racing or you start feeling tense, I hear, you know, I, I just heard somebody say, nothing wrong with releasing a little tension. however you need to do that. Bring the energy up from the root chakra, into the sacral, into the solar plexus, into the heart, into the throat, into the crown, and or third eye, and then out the crown. Always make sure if you bring the energy up, then you always bring the energy back down so that you're not kind of floating in between the dimensions. But what's beautiful is that the other part of my dream, there were these like caravans, I guess. Some of them were elephants and some of them were horses. And it was like little cabanas, which I think they have those in India. But little cabanas that people could sit in on top of the horses or on top of the elephants. And it was a whole caravan headed in a certain direction. And piggybacking that dream off of the dream that I had yesterday, where I was watching a bunch of kids in this beautiful house, and I had turned on native music and was teaching them how to dance. And all their parents and cousins and everybody showed up, and they were learning it too. And once their parents and cousins showed up, I knew they were in good hands. And a car pulled up for me. I got in the car. I went someplace else, and the next thing I know, I was on the radio talking about having freed the elder marine that Mahasani and I promised to free. So, if you look at the symbology of that, I just hear help is on the way. Focusing on the children brings you everything that you need. Again, what comes from the heart reaches the heart. So, what I get from this card, aside from OR in the center being highlighted, which makes me think of Oregon and give me hope that we're going to be able to go home sooner than soon. You've got heart, which the first word is he. So it feels like a lot of the divine masculines are opening their hearts. A lot of the divine feminines balancing the masculine feminine. You've got ear, and there's a difference between listening and hearing. So, people listen with their ears, but they hear with their heart. You've also got art. So, seeing this card even may inspire you to do anything from start doodling to writing a song to sculpture. Oh God, somebody just said body paint. Whatever floats your boat. Excuse me. And you've also got P, which is the Celtic rune, Wunjo for joy. So finding joy within the heart, sharing joy from the heart. You've got Ta, which is the Tibetan word for tiger. So it's not passive heart energy, it's actually courageous heart energy. So some of you may be praying for courage. Aha, the counter just hit 808. Shout out to Jason and Keiko and all our Ohana on the Big Island and beyond. I'm a triple Aquarius, y'all flow with it. But tiger energy. So I hear mama tiger, which is the nurturing energy. I also hear courage. A lot of people say tiger doesn't change their stripes. Maya Angelou used to say, when someone shows you their true colors, don't try and repaint them. And, here you see reciprocity, you see, or receptivity. Hey, that works. Generosity and mistrusting. So, some people that to us may seem quote unquote toxic or quote unquote low vibration, there's a lot of what I call, metaphysical jargon or buzzwords out there. Last year it was narcissist. Anyone that put themselves first was a narcissist kind of thing. This year, a lot of people are talking about people being toxic, whatever. And sometimes people are toxic, sometimes, they need to get themselves into therapy or what have you. But, for the most part, everyone has good in them, and when they're acting counter to that, it means that their heart chakra is blocked off. So, loving people from a distance, sending them light, hugging them with your prayers, that kind of thing. If you're familiar with Amma sorry, my hip is funky right now. If you're familiar with Amma from India, she goes around and all she does is hug people heart to heart. And, has how do I say this? Transformed, some of the most quote unquote hardcore, um, I don't want to say toxic, but, blocked energies, people that other people would consider, bad people or what have you, just by hugging them. And, I tell people we're all somebody's miracle. There's no waste of life. Everyone who's here on this planet has a purpose. Some people, go through things that close off their heart, or, they feel twisted, or, they were raised in survival mode, or whatever it is. But, when we send healing and light to their heart, I'm not saying that, you're gonna walk up to someone holding a knife and hug them that way. I mean, some people can do that. I wouldn't recommend it, but I know Tibetan monks that would just send healing until the person drops the knife, kind of thing. So you guys can research that on your own. But for the most part, there's no limit to what the heart can heal, what the heart can understand, what the heart can transcend and transform. And if we focus on healing our heart, it then becomes um, energy that radiates out. It becomes a beacon of hope for others. And so I also hear the term heart smart. There's book smart, there's street smart, and there's heart smart. If you can kind of find a balance, weaving all three of those together, that's not just a human being, but it's integrating the best of body, mind, and spirit, integrating the best of the past, present, and future, being able to piece the rest and best together for the good of Mother Earth and all her children. So, this card also kind of reminds me of peppermint. Not the kind that is really spicy, but the kind that's kind of sweet. Haha, it kind of looks like a lollipop. Oh my goodness, here we go again. So what I get from this too is, if you found yourself in conflict with someone, or you find yourself in conflict with someone, ask yourself, am I coming from my heart? Is it possible that that person is blocked in their heart? You can always invite people, excuse me, onto a higher plane. You close your eyes and you just envision their higher self in front of you, asking to resolve a conflict, um, hugging someone in spirit, that kind of thing. And sometimes that's the best way to resolve conflicts, especially if someone feels quote unquote toxic, or their energies are blocked, or, they're in a dangerous situation or around dangerous people. Like I said, it's all about discernment. So bring your ancestors and your angels around you, listen to your heart, follow your heart. It feels like this heart portal is telling us that over the weekend, excuse me, there's going to be opportunities for us to heal our heart, come into our heart, understand our heart, express our heart, share our heart, and also send out healing to the heart of humanity. So, however you're guided to do that, with it, whether it's with prayer or with words or with artwork or song, namaste, optimistic, and let your ancestors and angels continue to bless, protect, and guide the way. If you need me, you can reach out to me via Instagram, via text message, via my website, which is infiniteblessings.godaddysites.com. And, I'm here for you. So thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and I will connect with you soon.